Hello and welcome to a very limited time race. Why? Because round 3 expires in just over 15 days. Sorry guys, I didn't know about this race. Just got a comment on one of my YouTube videos and I went, oh nuts, this is possible? I didn't know that. I did it, but just kind of blew through it to finish it. I just assumed it wouldn't be possible because Spa is incredibly difficult in pretty well every version that I've done it. I've hired the manager and the agent because my goal is 100 kilometers. So you gotta really push it, and I'm gonna be hyper aggressive off the start here and just see if I can dial it back later. We'll see what that's like. With this monster, you've got more than enough steering to take Eau Rouge and Raidillon flat out. It's ridiculous. First time through, oh nuts, I always forget the name of this corner. Lacombe corner. Okay, so first time through this, I'm going to take it a little bit easy, but you can see I'm pushing it. And then Bruxelles is great in this car. Do have to slow down though a decent amount. Corner with no name, full throttle every single time, unless someone's really in your way. First lap, bots are unpredictably stupid. Slow. Pouan corner, oh boy, you don't want to go off track there. It might be possible full throttle in this car, but you'll notice I'm never going to take it full throttle. I'm always going to do a micro lift because I just ended up flying off track too many times. This is my, well, I probably did about 3 or 4 practice runs. Some of that was trying to figure out how are the bots driving lap 1, lap 2, lap 3, and adjusting for that, because with a car like this, man, and in a track variant like this is a little bit dark, so that huge cut I just took, you don't really see them until you're right about to hit them. And then I wasn't quite sure corner 1, gotta dial in, that braking point is really adjusted depending on how you get back on track after the huge cut. Are cuts necessary? Well, definitely the last one's necessary. I actually don't think that cutting a Lacombe corner is necessary, but I didn't really figure that out till later. It kind of evens out, like when I can cut this, the time I save, ooh, a little bit loose there. The time I save by cutting is equalized by the currency I lose by cutting, right? Whenever you're off track, your distance counter turns red. That means you're earning nothing. All right, so here I'm gonna have a decent, I didn't have a good run there at the corner with no name, so Pouan's gonna be a lot easier. I'm blowing by these guys. It's like they're not even in the same car. That's gonna equalize, and eventually you're gonna see that they're faster than a fully upgraded McLaren MP4-X. I am fully upgraded. Is this possible without being fully upgraded? Yes, because I do not find this very difficult. You keep track of my my distance marker there. So sorry, and my time. We're gonna take this right till I hit the perpetual point, and then we're gonna start fast forwarding a little bit, skipping ahead. Perpetual point, what is that? You've got to pass 42 cars. That's it. 43rd car is the first car of the perpetual point. So 43rd car and beyond, all of them are faster than a fully upgraded car, but bots do not take corners very well. That's where we have to make up and make the difference. If you're a little bit slow getting to the 43rd car, you won't really notice you hit the perpetual point right away. They're still going to be spaced out, but as you improve those lap times, get clean, well, not crazy clean, but good fast laps back to back. You'll see the bots getting closer and closer together. On some races, they'll be in clumps. In other races, it'll just be a never-ending tight train. It really, there's a lot of variance. This race gets interesting because the bots can't handle this car. Just to be honest, you'll see what I mean. Ooh, boy. Hate to blow it there. This car is interesting. I used to say that the Ferrari F14T and the McLaren MP4-X handled the same way. No. This is actually easier to drive than the McLaren F14T. I've been putting a lot of time into that car. It is definitely harder to drive. Now, this is a hard car to drive, don't get me wrong, but it's a lot more forgiving, actually. It takes a bit of getting used to because you've got so much steering ability in this car. It's just shocking how grippy this can be. I'll say that still the Porsche 919 Hybrid Evo is still slightly more enjoyable to drive, not as fast, but still slightly more enjoyable to drive. It's glued to the corners more. Why are they so slow? Because they lose it at Eau Rouge. And that's what's happening. I'm at the perpetual point now. They can't take it. They can't handle this car. And they crash at Eau Rouge so much. It's kind of hilarious. quite a gorgeous track variant there with the, I forget if this is sunrise or sunset, but anyhow, it's gorgeous, you know, or if it's dusk or dawn, I don't remember, but man, they nailed the scenery on this one. Just amazing looking scenes there. Okay, so it looks pretty lonely, but like I said, you can get clumps. It's a bad place to go off track. 22% of a lap happens from that corner to the next corner, so it's a really bad place to blow the corner. You just miss a massive speed run. But no big deal, we're gonna go lawnmower mode and make up some of the difference. Getting back into the traffic here, you gotta be careful because, woo, so I slowed down a lot. Watch this. I was gaining on him. He starts pulling away. Like I said, faster than a fully upgraded car. Now, you gotta watch out. I overdrove that on purpose because I was worried about a ghost spot. Okay, we're warping ahead. And watch this. Look at all those guys flying off track. So you gotta be careful because you can come up over Eau Rouge and boom, just run into a car because it could be there going almost nothing. Now, at this point, I'm taking this cut if I can. See there, I'm gonna just kind of blast through this. And I will show you how I don't take that at a certain point. Beautiful scenery. Bruxelles. So for Bruxelles, through this corner, full throttle. Now I'm coming up traffic in a bad spot, so I'm gonna have to brake a little bit more at Pouan. And watch this, trying to get this nice, oh! Hear that crack sound? Check it out. That is the indication of at least stage 1 damage, maybe stage 2. So I just lost some of my top speed, acceleration, grip, and brakes, which I have to be careful of now. That means I might have to adjust how I drive. I might need to do a little bit more braking in certain points, and there might be certain corners I can't take full throttle that I was taking full throttle. And I haven't experimented with this, so we're just gonna have to see what happens. Okay, you're driving off track. You'll see I do a lot of feathering. I didn't show you guys. All assists have to be off. It's always that way for endless endurance racing. You can see I'm running tilt B controls. That's my recommendation because of crash recovery, sliding recovery. The ability to feather throttle is critically important. Okay, let's see how this goes. Huh? Why did I lose traction? Okay, we're gonna see if that happens again. That's very strange. I've warped ahead again. It just seemed like it's how I took that corner that time. Now I blasted through there. That's the risk of blasting through there too fast. Now I've got maximum damage at this point, and I'm still a ways away from my target. But as you can see, I'm doing fine. Like, even with maximum damage, I'm able to keep this going. That's why I can definitively say that you could do this with less than a fully upgraded car because I've lost some of my handling. So it's like I'm driving a car with lower upgrades. By the way, check out the scenery. Time to show you. There's the pretty picture I took. Gotta love that picture. Okay, and lots of bots. Like my timer is looking great. 60 seconds, and I've got multiple cars in front of me. I will refill this timer pretty sure before I hit the start-finish line. Let's see if that's true. That would be 5 cars. That won't be true, I don't think. Wow, really close to 5 cars. Okay, you're going to warp ahead again. Now, when I go through this corner, watch behind me. I'm going to show you. There it is. See? That was a kamikaze bot. He would have taken me out if I didn't take that corner quickly like I did. So you either have to take the corner really quickly or stay out of their path. You see how I took Eau Rouge, no problem, full throttle? Just had to be a little bit careful with my race line. Okay, we're getting close to the target. Remember, my target's 100 kilometers. Here you see, I'm not taking the cut. I did that about the last 4 laps, and look at my timer, it's still great. So you don't need to take that cut at Lacombe corner. You can just brake and take it normally. Maybe, well no, right now I've got maximum damage. So even with lower upgrades, you'd be fine. It's worth a shot, right? Nice overtake there through Eau Rouge. No. Pouan, sorry. Through Pouan corner. And no one's in sight, but that's okay. There would be a clump up ahead of me somewhere. I would catch them at the last corner. Not sure we're going to make it all the way there, though. Because like I said, we're going to end this at 100 kilometers. We're going to do a little freeze frame. And then I'm going to turn around and go back and end it right at 100. Let's get to the numbers. Actual race time, 19 minutes, 39 seconds. Since I hired the manager and the agent, I'll show you the numbers with and without. Bear in mind, bonus fame and bonus R days, you can boost these further. Check out the McLaren MP4-X at Le Mans. That's the highest paying race in the game. Thank you for joining me today. Please like, please subscribe. Check out some other videos. Bye-bye.